Apparently there was a they didn't have the buffalo headed south from the cut line, parallel with Liverpool Road. Just gonna check the cut lines and see if the trucks haven't crossed over into Churchwood or back north into Belgium again. Baboon tracks here. Probably the Gowrie gang, eh? Jeez, I don't know when last I saw the Gowrie gang. In the concession. When last you saw them baboons? It is. It is quite a while, yeah. I didn't see them in a long time. No, not anymore. And even Gowrie Dam area, where we often see them. And they must have gone somewhere, maybe east or north into Minyeleti, because last time, just at the beginning of winter, and they disappeared for a while, and they were up north in the Minyeleti Reserve, and they came back and stayed within the concession for several weeks, and then they're gone again now. Graham might know where they went. There's obviously insufficient food availability on Western Gowrie at the moment. That's why the baboons or the Gowrie gang has gone to the other areas to go look for food. Hi, good afternoon to you, Teresa. This is asking about the termites. When will they be active? Are they active now because it's warmer? I haven't seen any active termite mound so far. If I see any termite mound, Teresa, then I'll stop and show you. But most of the termite mounds that I've seen within our concession are inactive at the moment. Maybe in the next couple of weeks or a few weeks or so, and then we might see a bit of activities on different mounds. And surely it is getting warmer now. We've been having warmer temperature for the last few weeks now. Since the beginning of September, actually. But if you see the dark patch on the chimneys, or what do I want to call it? I will call it a chimney. And you know that the particular termite mine, it's active, so they're rebuilding, and they're also opening up the different channels and that sort of thing. They try and keep the temperature constantly, and in order to grow the fungus garden inside. Where do you go? No, it's fine. Go Jack's Road. It's not on the map, this particular road. And again, Teresa, most of the termite mines that I see here on Western Gari are very, very old. They're probably about 150, 200 years old. And obviously the termites have abandoned those termite mines many, many years ago. And you see there's a hole, so the bottles that have been dug out by Agfa eat those termites, and also use them as a breeding den sites. And the warthogs and wild dogs and cheetahs also use them for denning at different times of the year. Where are the animals, Sebastian? Yeah, you and Tara must have chased them away this morning. The wild dogs chased them away. Huh? You said the wild dogs chased them away, not you and Tara chased them out of the concession. Okay, cool. We'll see. Oh, there's a giraffe there. And there's also the water buck on the other side of the drainage line. I'm just gonna go forward a little bit. about there maybe? Yeah, they are, yeah. You can just see the neck. Not a whole body, yeah. Lots of bushes on the way. You're trying to go in, yeah. Better from here. Phew. So how dark he is. Very, very dark. George of the jungle. Apparently the real George was probably about 6.2 meters tall. Can't remember exactly, but yeah, just about 6.2 thereabout. If anyone knows or remembers, you can let us know how tall the little George was. He's resting in some shade and chewing his cud at the same time. He was resting his front right leg. He was a little bit off the ground, so he's resting the other one. See the left front leg now. Just like an elephant. Resting his legs and standing up for a long time. He's alternating his legs. The giraffes tend to get darker as they get older. But sometimes the coloration of the giraffe it's something to do about genetic. It's not always about age. He's also stretching his back at the same time. You see, he's standing position when he's pushing his chest out to stretch his back. So he might have probably been standing there for quite a while now.
Good afternoon, station. Johnny Mobile. Good afternoon. I'm on current just don't have time for getting there.
Just listening on when the guys getting mobile from Buff Lodges, the Cheetah Plains and Vietella. He's talking about the route plan for this afternoon. So for those who have just tuned in, and we are 100% live, broadcasting from Juma Game Reserve in the Sabi Sands. You see it stretching again. Resting his front left leg again. And my name is Patrick, presenting this afternoon. Sebastian behind the camera, current follow control. So if you'd like to send in any questions or information, comments, you can send them through to follow control safari.tv. So the bull giraffes tend to have a very, very thick necks compared to the females. They obviously use the necks for fighting. It's called necking. This is how they fight the giraffes, and they will stand from shoulder to shoulder and swing their necks and hit each other like that. With their heads and their necks. Hi, good afternoon to you, Lisa. Lisa wants to know if giraffes make any sound. Certainly they do make sound, Lisa, but it's also a very low frequency that you and I can hardly hear them making sound. And a friend of mine said he has heard a giraffe making sound, but obviously in the big crowd of lions was attacking that particular giraffe and was heard making sounds. But frankly speaking, and I've never heard a giraffe making any sounds. As I said, it's a very low frequency. Maybe when lions are attacking it, and if you're closer enough or lucky enough, and then you might hear the giraffe making sound. Oh, look at it, stretching his neck now. Wow, first time I see a giraffe stretching like this. Look at that, his neck is also out, like just above the chest. There we go. It's coming out to talk to us. And to say hello to Sebastian. He has a very beautiful eyelashes, the giraffe. So then Gulamiti. That is the giraffe's name in Zulu, Gulamiti. Gulamiti means taller than the trees. We also call it Nutwa in Shanghai, which also translate the same thing and taller than the trees. Alrighty, shall we move on? Okay. Good afternoon to you, Loris, and I was just asking about the life expectancy of a giraffe, and do they travel in groups or in singles? Laurie, the bulls tend to travel on their own, whereas the females travels in a smaller head of between 2 to 12, 15. It is the largest group of giraffe that I've seen. So the bulls will move between different group of females to check on the reproductive status, mate, and move on to the next group again. Leopard. Sorry, Tara. Oh, just spotted the leopard drinking. Oh. Hi, Brush College School. Would like to know, and Eleanor would like to know Oh, it's running away. This might be a video done. This skittish, my daughter. My goodness. Very, very skittish smell leopard. What can we do? Especially now the visual of my daughter Ingwe, North of Belsic Dam, and Balega, and into drainage now north of the dam is trying to relocate, to few posters. Yeah, I've met with Henry. I would like to make my way in there, but I'm just gonna quickly try and locate it in this Ingwe, and yeah, I'll be making my way towards it. Fabulous. And how many a day? Okay, fantastic. Thanks very much, Henry. Just going to try what I like here. No, I can't go through here. I'll get back to you, Illinois, and the Brush College. Just going to try and find a gap through here. I don't know if he will allow us to see him. Let me just drive along the road here. As he ran towards the Tamat Mount, just north of the dam here, just on the right. Huh? I'm just gonna move in here and see. Nothing. He's gone. She's gone. Nah, we're not gonna waste our time crashing through this bush. He said he's gonna run away anyway. We should rather leave him and go to the wild dogs. Wild dogs. It's a big pack. You saw two this morning, visit? Yeah, the whole pack is there now. 21. Let's go to the duct. There's Maningi there now, Tara. So 21, Henry says, not 2. Okay, there was a question about the giraffe from Rice College in Illinois, asking about how tall the giraffe was and what the giraffe was eating, because he was chewing, but they didn't see any leaves. What the giraffe was eating. Giraffe is a ruminant, just to begin with. The ruminant creature, and that kind of behavior is called chewing cud, just like you see on cows and goats at home. So they will eat as much as they can, and they will go and lie down and regurgitate all the food that they ate and re-chew it. So that's called chewing cud or ruminating. So that's what a giraffe was doing there. So he was regurgitating all the food that he ate during the day, and start chewing it to very fine material, and swallow it and then bring it up again into the mouth and chew it down, up and down, up and down until the food is very fine to go through the process. So that's what the giraffe was doing. And the height wise, he was a very tall guy. Probably about 5.2, 5.5 meters tall. That's the average length of a giraffe, 5.5. Remember I was talking about George of the jungle, who was 6.2 meters tall. Tallest giraffe in the world. George. Oh, he was. Station, I had no luck on the way. Maybe Swedish my daughter going to be leaving the area. Henry, come in. How many vehicles have you got there now? Thanks, Henry. Tax, do you read? Good afternoon. Can I join you there? I'm just on the cut line approaching Tamboti Dam at the moment, so I will be there in about 5. Tim, where are they? The captains. And Mhlambi, Nyari, Kuzamati, Gali Dam. My office reported 5 minutes ago. Okay, we're gonna go see the dogs. So they are right on the cut line. So we'll try and get this as quickly as we can, because if they do decide to move north, and that would be tough luck. They're right on the boundary, just off the boundary. See when we get there. So I'm not going to stop for LBJs and Impalas and stuff like that. I'm just going to go straight to the dogs. Wow, very excited. And the leopard looks very well fed. I could tell from a distance, and his stomach was like big and round like a balloon. He must have had something to eat very recently. Hi, good afternoon. Stanyo. Do the lines in the reserve often called giraffes? And giraffes, I have never seen it since I've been here. I've never seen part of lines in the area killing the giraffes in. And what I've seen with the Mapojos and Manchingalans, with the stick spot, and they tend to go for buffaloes in the area. Not giraffes. But obviously, if they can get a chance, then they'll definitely go for giraffes. Lions are very opportunistic. They can go for anything that will come on their way. See the Bati. Oh, there's a whole pack here. Oh, fantastic. There's quite a few of them getting active. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, there's a whole pack here. Thanks. Probably Yambili, you're down. It was a very big Madora, yeah. Yeah, it just disappeared the drainage line off of the dam. Yeah. Can you just go forward a bit?
Okay.
There's also youngsters here. Nice.
Okay.
See the youngsters here. It's lying down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 youngsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But 8 youngsters. I'm just wondering if this is not the same pack that down in the northern part of Manuleti 2 years ago. For open gate pack. You know, these youngsters obviously born this year, yeah, just judging from the size. They are probably about 5 months or 6 months old. So the wild dogs usually breed in winter. When the bush is is less thicker and able to hunt effectively, to be able to raise the cubs successfully. For the first 2 months and to 3 months of the puppies have been born, and they'll be kept in the den site, and one of the dogs will stay behind with the cubs to look after them, or to protect from the danger, obviously. The rest of the pack will go out hunting, and it will come back and regurgitate the food to feed the youngsters. And again, these youngsters are still too small to join the adults to go and hunt. At this age, they're no longer vulnerable to the other predators. The wild dogs are very, very successful hunters. They have about 60 to 70% success rate. They also tend to hunt during the day when the large predators, lions and leopards, are sleeping. And I've also seen the wild dogs hunting in the moonlight. And become successful. But obviously not in the pitch black. That would be very, very dangerous for them to hunt in the pitch black nights. I've also seen the cheetahs hunting in the moonlight and managed to kill something. So this morning you saw just a two of them. There's a male or female?
I don't know. I don't know.
So the two that you saw, they were probably exploring the area to see if the area is safe and if there's also enough antelope species for them to survive. Let's see how many adults are here. Just 1, 2, 3. There's the other one there. Maybe 4 adults here. Yeah. There we go. Ruth. Good afternoon to you. Ruth was saying that the wild dogs look like hyenas. All have been bred with the hyenas or jackals. No. That is impossible. On the fascists and the wild dogs, yeah, they pretty much look like hyenas. Yeah. But there's no way that the wild dogs will breed with the jackals or the hyenas. Yeah. Look at the ears, they've got very large round ears. The hyenas and jackals don't have as large ears as them. And you also look at the spots when they're different to hyenas and jackals. So the hyenas have black spots and sort of light brown, grey. It's got sort of a mixed colour. The hyenas, I can't really tell what colour they. But they're sort of a greyish colour, like. if I'm right here. So as the ducks they're very beautiful colors, and they don't really have spots. It's just beautiful, different colors in them. It's Graham on the radio asking about his baboon, if anyone hasn't seen his baboons lately. And Ephraim says, and you hear them barking and screaming north of Galago camp, which is north of us, Galago camp, close to Sydney's camp and Gowrie Gate. See, the youngsters are very alert, yeah. Station liggen voor Madash. Station looking for the Madash. See, the wild ducks kills and often get killed by hyenas and the other predators, because if they kill something far from the youngsters, and they will eat a little bit, and they will leave the carcass to go and fetch the youngsters and the rest of the pack sometimes, and while he's gone to go and fetch the cubs and the rest of the packs, and then it can be stolen by anything. I've seen that very often in the Manyanet Reserve, where the dogs stay in there for a number of months, and the kills often got stolen by the hyenas and leopards and lions sometimes. The lions will also scavenge. I've seen them driving leopards and cheetahs and wild dogs off the kills. Then a big pack like this, and then will kill at least 3 or 4 impalas within a short space of time. But what happened when they are stuck in the grip of impala, every individual duck will try and go for his own impala. That's why the wild dogs need a large reserve like the Kruger Park or the Sabi-Sen to sustain them. Because obviously there's lots of impalas and other different ultra species available within the Sabi-Sen and the Greater Kruger National Park. For those who have just tuned in, and we are coming to you live from Djuma Game Reserve in the Sabi-Sens. And my name is Patrick presenting this afternoon. Sebastian behind the camera and Tara in panel control. And if you'd like to send in any question or anything interesting, you're more than welcome to send it through to panel control at safari.tv. We are watching the dogs live with you on air. How fantastic this is. I must say that you guys are extremely lucky to see the dogs this morning, and again to see the whole pack this afternoon. In this area, I mean, I don't know, I mean, maybe some years ago, just before I joined Safari TV on Wild F, and last year we saw them for almost 3 months in winter, or not less. I don't know if I'm exaggerating, but we have had several wild dog sightings last year, and this year I think in Western Ngari alone we saw them this morning again this afternoon. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So the point I'm trying to make is that it looks like we see them once a year. Between July and September. And the reason why we don't show them so often it's because they are still endangered species, the wild dogs. So the last time I heard, or I looked at the stats, and then there was about 300 wild dogs in the whole of the Kruger National Park. So I'm not too sure if the number has declined or increased for the last 5 years. They're often killed by other predators, the leopards and lions. That's why the number goes up and down from time to time. And also farmers. I mean, if the wild dogs sneak out of the reserve, and then the people will kill them out there because they kill the livestock. So the farmers have killed lots and lots of wild ducks for over the years. There you go. Hi Amanda in Maryland, and good afternoon to you. And Amanda would like to know if wild dogs are migratory and are they nocturnal animals? They aren't territorial animals, the wild dogs, so they'll move from one area to another depending on the food availability in the different areas. So they will migrate from the east to the north, to the west, from the south to the north. So they follow where the game is. So if there's a very good game in this area, then they'll stay in this area for a while, and then they'll move on again to the next area where the game is good. They are diurnal animals as a rule, but as I said earlier, that I have seen the wild dogs hunting in the moonlight, but obviously not in the pitch black. So when it's too dark, then they obviously find a nice open area like here on a fire break and just take it easy for the night, or go back to the den when the pups are still too small. You know. Ibo? Do the wild dogs kill when they have a chance, just like the hyenas do? Oh, very much so. I mean, they're very good hunters, the wild dogs, Misha. They have a success rate of about 65 to 70%. That's how good they are in terms of hunting. They've got a very good stamina, and they can chase the animal for miles and miles until it's completely exhausted. And when they catch their prey, you don't want to see that. They will feed on the animal before it dies. So they eat it alive. They aren't like the other predators like leopards and lions and the cheetah that will kill the animal and then they will drag it into some shade and then eat from there. The wild dogs are completely different animals, so they'll chase it to exhaustion and then they'll eat while he's still alive. It is awful to see that, and I've seen many wild dogs killed in many different reserves, and it's very, very sad to see it. Yeah, you don't want to see it. So they're very, very good hunters, the wild dogs, and they hunt very, very effectively. The reason why they are very, very good hunters is because when they live in hunting packs. And again, they've got very good stamina. They never give up easily. And they often hunt the medium-sized antelope, which is mainly the impalas, and young zebras, young wallabies, the kudus, and stuff like that. But I've seen a pack of wild dogs come in the reserve trying to bring down the full-grown female wallabies, but had no success. I just tried, but no success. It was obviously too big for that particular pack. Maybe if there were 15 or 20 others, when they could have brought her down. From open gate area, just slightly north of open gate, Marula camp, and they migrate down south through Manulate Reserve and then down here in the Sabi Sands. I know that sometimes they do overlap into Timbavati Reserve, but they don't move as far north as Umlani or that area. I know there's other pack of wild dogs that lives in that part of the world, just in the central part of the Timbavati, just between Umlani and Umbambati or Ingolala, that area. But this particular pack that we are looking at now, they come from north of Open and then move down south into the Sabi Sands. And then during winter time, you'll often find this pack just sleeping on the tar roads at night in the Krieger. Not here in the Sabi Sand, because all our roads are untarred. Go ahead and do it. Stop. I'm getting this out. The sitting and smiling at me, dude. Yeah, there's still a lot of plants here on the fibre of Kalagashek Park. Yeah, definitely I will do. Hi Michelle, good afternoon to you. And Michelle is asking if a leopard comes on contact. Oh look, there's a bit of a something. If the leopard comes in contact with the dogs, what will happen? Will the dogs go after the leopard and the leopard climb into the tree? I'm sure the leopard will certainly do that. I think this is time for the dogs to go hunting before dark, and the temperature is nice and cool now, so it's a perfect opportunity for the dogs to go hunting before they lose the light. So this is kind of a communication among themselves, and also to let the youngsters to stay behind. Just got to quickly reposition the vehicle. Just remember, safety in number, Michelle. There's no way that a single leopard will try and stand his ground to a pack of wild dogs like this. It's smaller. Typical dogs. So the leopards will obviously avoid the confrontation with the pack of wild dogs. Yeah? Tom, good afternoon to you and welcome on board this afternoon. Tom is asking about the different sounds that the dogs, hyena and the wild dogs make. If it's the same, or do they make a different sound? The wild dogs have a very high pitch call. And sometimes they will bark, and they sound pretty much like domestic dogs barking. These are obviously dogs anyway. But the jackal, I can't really mimic the jackal's call. It's also sort of a high pitch call. The hyenas will also make, all three of them can make pretty much the same sound. The hyenas also have a high pitch call. It just depends, and the high pitch call is they tend to make it when they're a bit excited. Like now they're like that high pitch call, because there was a bit of a communication going on among themselves, and with a little bit of excitement. And you must have seen them flicking the tails up and down, and smelling each other on the faces and that kind of thing. But when they have been frightened, they will bark, the wild dogs, and they will bark just like domestic cats or domestic dogs do. And the hyenas also, when they are communicating with one another, and they will go like, woo, woo. So I don't want to make it too loud because the dogs are paying attention to us. Yes, the camera is completely. Okay, cool. And the jackals go like, ha 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 ha. There you go. See, I'm drawing the dog's attention again. See, they're constantly yawning, the dogs now, so it's time for them to move on. There's lots of adults here in this pack. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 adults. And about 8 or 9 youngsters. Johnny, come in. Johnny again. Where are you now? What's the position now? Yeah, go. Yeah, go ahead.
What's the look at the duck?
Still on the 5-rack induction of Gallagher shit cut, but the slowly mobile east along the 5-rack at the moment. Where are you now? Okay, copy. But the Mampimpan is still at Lapansi, same position. I'm just going to stay with the adults.
Copy, thank you.
So this is one of the adults is going back to the youngsters. So you might want to stay behind with the youngsters. Shall we follow the... Yeah.
I'm just asking about the massage. So far not, but they have some military
There they are.
Some is good, but this was a cut line. Cut from West Gary, north and Gallagher Pass. Cut line.
So they're definitely hunting at the moment. You come across the head of Impala and it will definitely make a kill. I have no doubt about it. So the youngsters behind us. Let's wait for the youngsters. It's nice, huh? Come here.
Want me on the 5 or you have me on something that I can not
Fire break. Heading. Now they're crossing over the fire break to the north. Yeah, looks like they're after something. Okay, just there's a mampimpan there. Just slow down. The adults are sort of north east of me on the Pandi. 10 puppies. And how many adults did I say?
21.
Hmm?
You said there are 21 in the pack.
I know, but how many adults
I'm not too
did
sure.
I say were there? I can't remember. See there, the youngsters are kind of keeping a distance away from the adults because they don't want to spoil their hunt. Beautiful, beautiful creatures there. Absolutely, that'll be fantastic to see the cold this afternoon. He's looking at the puppies. Junior still got the timpans and one all up here in the fire break. West of here. Buddy, let's follow them. Yeah, go. pack is also following in the pack.
We've got some there so I can pin them with the same type of image.
Good. Hi, Peggy. Peggy is asking, what is the wild ducks population in Africa, and if the different pack of wild ducks meet, will they fight? I don't think so, Peggy. I don't think that there will be some sorts of confrontation or conflicts between the two different packs if they happen to come across each other, because they aren't territorial creatures. Animals that are not territorial, there is not direct conflict or competition. So just like the elephants and the buffaloes, I mean, that they will migrate from one area to another, and then they will meet up with the other animals, and then there won't be any fights.